Hi there, students. Entwine. Entwined. Twine itself as the noun. Okay, to entwine is to twist or wind something around something else. So, they walked in the park with their holding hands with their fingers entwined, wrapped around each other. Okay, so to entwine, to wrap one thing around another. Very often this, for example, is a vine or a creeper, a plant that grows up, and it entwines itself round the trunk of a tree or around a branch or even around another climbing plant. So if one thing is entwined around another, the two things, they're twisted around each other. Or if you entwine two things, then they're twisted, they're wrapped around each other along the length. I like the example of eels. Two eels writhing and entwined in each other. Silk ribbons entwined in her hair. Okay, so the entwined branches made a beautiful natural archway. They found two entwined snakes on the hiking trail. The dancers moved in perfect harmony, their bodies entwined. So, twisted together, twined together. This word twine is a word for string, for rope. This actually comes from Proto-Germanic twern, meaning thread or twine. And apparently twine there is evidence that it's at least 60,000 years old. So it's a very, very old thing. They used it to tie the head onto an arrow, for example, or for beads. So entwined, wrapped together, woven together. It normally refers to things that are closely connected and unable to be separated. Now we can use this metaphorically to indicate a very close relationship, that people are, their lives are entwined. So we can use it with abstract connections. His personal and political lives are entwined. Or the shared history of two countries. I think probably the history of France and England, their histories are entwined. Or perhaps artistic or musical elements. Two melodies are entwined like a rope. So it can be, you can have your fingers entwined is a very common physical one. Or a stick with two serpents entwined about it is a well-known symbol in art and mythology. Having your destiny entwined, almost an inseparable connection. Or maybe, with a language, history and culture and language are entwined. They're so closely connected that they can't be separated. Or maybe your hobby and your career have become entwined. They become very, very closely associated. So yes, you could put things to your hair. There were flowers entwined in her hair, or a fence is made from entwined branches. Entwined. twisted together, wound around each other. They were entwined in a passionate kiss, wrapped together. She wore a necklace with two entwined silver chains. The plot of the novel has a very entwined storyline. The documentary explored the lives of two entwined families. The vines grew entwined along the stone wall. The balcony was entwined in roses. His fate was closely entwined with hers. Okay, so entwined. It sounds a little bit literary. I'm going to give it a 6.5 in formality. Entwined. Could I use it formally? I'm going to give it a 6. I think you could probably use it anywhere, but it's certainly on the more formal side. So, entwined. Bye for now.